Hey, this is Bruno Figure. What we got here is Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Reverse Flash. Wow, I gotta say, it's different to me. I'm new to this. I got the Amazing Yamaguchi Death Stroke at first, and I sold it later because I didn't like it. It was kind of finicky. But this one looks really nice. I decided to get Reverse Flash instead of just regular Flash because these guys are expensive. They're really expensive. So I had to pick and choose. So I chose Reverse Flash. And usually supervillains are more worth it than superheroes, because generally superheroes, they get multiple different figures made out of them, while supervillains are hardly made ever at all. So yeah, that's why I got this one. So we're gonna cover size, articulation, sculpt, paint, and accessories on this figure. So let's get started on the scale. Let's measure him next to the ruler. About, actually really close to 6 inches. Like 6.2, 6.3. Really good scale. Let me move his head up a little bit so you can see the true scale. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Now, size comparisons. Mapix Hush, Superman, and Batman. Mapix 185 Classic Spider-Man, and Mapix Scarlet Spider. Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Wolverine, and Marvel Legends Sentry. Marvel Legends Blade, and Magical 112 Collective Superman. Custom DC Universe Classics Joker, and DC Collectibles Crime Syndicate Ultraman. Classic Barry Allen Flash from Build-A-Figure Cyborg Wave. I don't have Amazing Yamaguchi Flash, sorry. This is all I got for now. Hopefully Mapix will make a new classic Flash, and I'll get that for sure. Okay, let's do articulation. Okay, now we can get a closer look while we do the articulation. You can look up this far, down this far. You can tilt this far, and another side. So yeah, if I pop the head off, you have to keep in mind it's a little loose piece right here. There's a little piece. It's loose like that. So, and this right here, it pops right on. That's what it looks like on the back, right? It's a little loose. It's kind of weird looking, but it's fine. So now let's do the shoulders. Goes up this far. It's gonna be the same on both sides, so I'm just gonna do one side. See, there's a huge gap, right? But keep in mind, just kind of go like that or go like that, so it doesn't stick out so much. And shoulder, butterfly shoulder, kind of shoulder blade articulation. It goes this way and this way. It does not pop out or rotate or anything. It just goes back and forward, back and forward. Okay, now this one, this shoulder also has a swivel. So it goes here and then here, all the way around. Now, the elbow, keep in mind that this is ball jointed. So it's not a, like a hinge joint. So just keep in mind, because if you turn it, like for instance, if it looks like this, do not bend it, because it'll get stuck and then you might snap the peg. So make sure there's the line that runs across down like this. See that line? If you see that line down there, it's safe to bend, right? So like that, right? So you just be careful with the elbows as well. It's no, not knees, it's just the elbows. So yeah, and it goes this far. Really good range. It's single jointed actually, so that's impressive. And it does have a swivel at the elbows as well, obviously. And this one, let's pop this off. That's a very tiny wrist peg, so be careful with that. And make sure, same thing with the elbows, make sure you know where the peg is going. So yeah, it goes this way, and or you have to, you can do the waving part too. Now, the chest. Of course, this shoulder part right here. Now the chest arches back. Let me move this out of the way. It arches back this far. And crunches, whoa, way down there. This far. So, and the pelvis section arches this far, and this arches this far. So this is the furthest. Ab crunch, as well as the pelvis, arches way down there. That's very good. And now, it does have the tilt here, side to side, right? I'm doing it real slow because, this guy is expensive, so I gotta be careful. Okay, now I'm gonna move this elbows up, keep them out of the way. Now, so you have to kind of use a swivel, thigh swivel, in order for him to do a full split, right? So you can see it has a thigh swivel here. It's kind of awkward, kind of like it's diagonal kind of thing. And now it kicks back, not much further back, and kicks forward. It's a little tricky. You have to use a swivel in order to go all the way up. But let's see, it goes this way. There, got it. Kicks up this far. All right, and then do, okay, so it's single jointed knees, right? It's kind of, 90 degrees. And if you want to go further back, you use the boost swivel, and it goes way back here. So it's very different than, like, Mafix, for example. Mafix could really benefit from this, because Mafix has a problem with the knees. So anyway, so it goes this way. There's another, like right here at the boot. It's kind of like double jointed, but not really. It's not at the knees. It's like one like single jointed knees and then single jointed. I think it's single jointed here too. I don't think it's ball jointed. So it's single jointed here. Now, yeah, that's interesting. It does have a swivel here as well, and a hinge. So swivel and a hinge. I'm really curious what it looks like in there. It would be nice to know. So yeah, and then the swivel at the thighs, it goes around. It's kind of diagonal, so it goes like this. And it's a little tight, so just be careful with it. And he can close his legs together, but you have to do a swivel at the thighs to do that. And you can close his legs together like this. And then you do a swivel here, here, and kind of, so you can touch at the ankles. Not bad, but kind of weird looking. Looks like he broke his knees there, but it's not bad. So it works. There. Okay. And now, ankles. It goes up this far. It goes up this far. It goes down this far. Let me take this off. You can't take it off as easily, so it just stays in. It stays in place, and it does have ankle pivot and toe hinges. And this belt is loose around that pelvis, so it can move freely when you're posing him. Just keep in mind to keep it at the bottom right there, like that. So that's the articulation for you guys. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, he's gonna have like a lat syndrome, you know, because if you put his arm straight down like this, you're gonna see the gap at the top, right? It's gonna look really weird. So make sure, just keep it nice and straight, like nice and flat at the top of the shoulders. So it's got like, it's double ball joints. It's ball joint here and ball joint here. So that's why it looks so weird when you post it. So keep that in mind. Alright, now that I'm finished with the posing, let's start with sculpt and paint. Okay, let's start with the head. See, the sculpt of this thing looks absolutely amazing. I love the head sculpts. I gotta be honest with you, those eyes are very flat. Looks like I don't know, it's very anime looking, just really flat. I like the teeth. It's not bad. It's a little weird. Really love the red and yellow paint on this figure. Really beautiful stuff. It looks like it has a very tiny bit of glitter on the yellow, which is not bad. I'm not complaining about that. It just looks really good. And it gives you that glossy look. It doesn't look like a toy when it's glossy like this. It looks like he's actually wearing like a pleather suit or something like that. I don't know, it just looks really cool. I like that. But those eyes are just kind of weird, man. It's just really flat. I wish they had some dimension to them. They just look really flat. Okay, let's get this face off. And it's very, very tricky to get this off. So you use your thumb here and very carefully squeeze it. You see it come off, right? And it has a peg at the top, a rectangular peg, and goes straight up, right? As you can see here, this is the head without the faceplate. You can see there's a rectangular hole in there, right? So he has 4 faceplates. I like Professor Zoom on this one the best. The rest are pretty good. Pretty good faceplates. There. Now you can see it's Professor Zoom. Pretty cool. I think this is Wally West villain. You know, with the red eyes. Anyway, it's a good figure. I love the sculpt. I love the paint. Beautiful stuff. You can see the panel linings of, you know, it looks like little lightnings. You can see one here goes like this, and then another one here. It's got some lines here, another one here, and this one here. See, it's still in the shape of lightning bolts. So it goes, it's pretty cool. And then down like that. He's got knee pads. I wish they were, you know, they don't stick out, because it's kind of weird when it sticks out like that. The boots are nice. They kind of look like Superman boots, but not really. But they're really nice. I love the metallic sheen on the reds. Really nice. Look at that. The sculpt of the lightning bolt on his chest. Amazing stuff. Really beautiful stuff. Just beautifully sculpted, beautifully painted. Alternates. So they're basically not accessories, but they're more likely just called alternates. So these are the faces. These are alternates, right? That's my new thing. I'm gonna call them alternates. So these are alternate heads or faces, and these hands are alternates as well. These are alternate hands. So let me put this together. These are alternate hands, right? So he's got relaxed hands on the figure, and he's got open hands, and he's got open running hands, and he's got fist hands. He doesn't have any holding hands. I think that comes with like an exclusive with the rod. So this is what he got right now. Alright, I would like to talk about accessories. Okay, accessories, he comes with a lot. How do you put this one on? Well, I'll show you. You use one of these, and you see there's a hole on the top part of the emblem. Let me get a closer look. Okay. See that part right here? You have to pull that out. Okay? So when you pull that out, you be careful, as you don't want to scratch the paint. Got that out? You just pry it open with like a very small, like a thin little stick or something, like, and then you got this out, right? It's very tiny, very easy to loosen. I recommend you to not do it because it is so small. So now that I got this off, now I can put this one back in. I can put this one in, and that's in. But unfortunately, it comes off very easily, right? Well, not anymore now, but it used to fall off. See how easily it comes off? I'm gonna put this on, and it comes off very easily. So I am not a fan of that. Wish it had like some kind of a magnet in here and here, so it would stay on no matter what. Because you know, when you're posing, you're bound to knock this thing off very easily. So if I pose it like this, and it just comes off like that, right? And that sucks. So okay, putting that on. Good thing is this standard version will never come off. You have to actually pry it open. This is like really impossible to get off, so that's a good thing. Let's see. Now let's talk about the accessory. The other accessory. Oh, actually, let's talk about the headpiece. How does he have the lightning bolt to come out of his eyes? Well, the real trick is to take this piece of ear, take this off, right? Very carefully. Very slowly, very carefully. It is super small. See that? It comes off like that, right? See that? So, see that rectangle shape? It goes in the rectangular hole. So put that in. Very carefully push it in, right? Like this. Now you got it on. Good thing about this is this lightning bolt is not going to scratch the eye. So it's still good. You have another one just like that. There's another one. You can put that on both eyes, right? It's pretty cool. This one right here, that's for his foot, right? So it can be either foot you want. Like that. And there you have it. The running foot. So with this accessory, you have to make it look like he's running. Right? You can just see that it looks like he's running really fast. Now, let's talk about these lightning bolts when he's running really fast, right? And they're cool because they got ball pegs. And they rotate like this. And then go up and down. So yeah, it's very cool. But the hardest part is actually plugging this thing into any part of the body. So it has holes here, right? So it's got this hole into the shoulder, and this hole into the lat, and I think, no, it doesn't, it's just a hole for the stand. And there's this hole into the leg, and this hole in the back of the foot. So you put this thing on. It's usually really hard. And now you have it. And I'm not going to do all the lighting. That would take forever. But as you can see, it stays on, right? And you can rotate, you can move like this way. Right? You move the other side too, like that. And you can even move it up like this, or down, or any position you would like. So keep in mind though, these pegs are very thick, and these holes are kind of thin, so they don't really fit nice and snug. It's really tight. And be sure to keep in mind that when you try to plug these things into the holes, be very careful when you do so, because if you do this, watch an example, and it does that, and it causes the red paint onto the yellow parts of the legs and the arms and whatever. So if I try again, you'll see it causes skin of red paint. It did that before. It's not showing it here, but it gets really hard to plug it in, especially just how small this thing is. I think you have to warm up the figure, not this. Warm up the figure, and then you push that in. So that's another example. And you can actually rotate like that, and you can move this way, or you can move this way, or you can rotate. I mean, it has a lot of movement in those lightning bolts, so that's really cool. And you can actually peg another one into that lightning. So peg another one. It should plug right in, like so. And it goes like that. Okay? So you can do that with these smaller lightning bolts. There's so many of them, it would just take me 2 hours to do all of them. So I'm just showing you a sample. That's what it looks like. If you plug all of them, then, you know, oh, well, that comes off. Okay, so there you go. Let me take this off. Oh, I forgot to bring up, I forgot to mention that you see that section right here, see the little scratch? That's from this leg. So I post this, and then I left it there too long, and it caused a dent in there. So this little plastic piece is really thin and kind of sensitive, so just keep that in mind. So anyway, yeah, that's it for accessories. Well, that's not it, but that's a lot. It comes with all these. I don't know how. Okay, so cheese. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. Right, there are 5 of them here, and this skidding piece for his foot, and these little offset lightning parts, and those lightning parts for the eyes. That is a lot, I tell you, that is a lot. Oh, and this for his chest. That's a lot for accessories.
Okay, this figure took me forever to review. There's so much to cover, and I think I covered everything. This guy comes with a lot of stuff, okay? And a lot of points of articulation, hence why the video is so long. Alright, so the final score I would give this figure is 8.8 out of 10. Why? Why not 10 out of 10? Well, because this one has a very flat looking eyes. The eyes should at least have some dimension to them. Also because of those weird looking gap in the shoulders. Like, I just want to show you real quick like this. See that gap? I don't like that. I know they're doing this for maximum range. You know, maximum range. But it still looks weird. They obscured the shoulder ball points a lot better on their female figures. So I don't know why they're not doing the same for males. Do I think this figure is worth getting? Yes, because one, it's a super villain, right? A super villain is so much fun. If you have a superhero like even like Superman or Spider-Man, even this guy can be a lot of fun to go up against your superheroes. And this guy comes with a lot. He comes with a lot of accessories and has a lot of points of articulation everywhere. He is super articulated, like very flexible. Yeah, it's a top-notch figure. This Evil Flash comes with everything you need, and you won't need a new Reverse Flash figure in a very, very long time. Like, if there's a new one, you will be like, nah, I'm good, I got this one, right? So that's how good this is. Alright, so I'm gonna stop here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this review has helped you make a more solid decision on whether you should get this or not. Subscribe if you want to see more, and keep collecting.